So you can see from this video, this is highly disturbing, and this is something that we need to talk about because many people are not aware. So MAP, minors attracted person, they identify as MAP. They're attracted to minors as young as 2 years old. And I've looked into it. I've looked at several different posts, and man, it's just really disgusting. I saw a couple tweets where they said, hey, I am not gonna fight it anymore. I identify as MAP. Little girls are pretty, etc. You know, we used to have this thing that they were talking about trans age. And they said the reason these grown men were attracted to little boys was because they really identify as a little girl inside. So the little girl inside of them is attracted to, you know, the little boy. And I think it's very interesting that California just passed this law that I looked into. People kept tagging me, SB 143. And pretty much to sum it up is as long as there's a 10-year age difference, right, they might not make that person register as a sex offender, right? And that's just absolutely ridiculous to me. I don't even understand why this is a law that they would want to pass, but hey, it's California. You see how California is ran. You see that in California, they're trying to, you know, shut churches down, and they don't want to allow you to worship. And so they got such a sick thing going on over there. The spirit of the Antichrist just running wild. And the thing is, we've been talking about this for years. If you've been following me since I was in the military, when President Obama was president, I said, look, man, he's opening the door with this whole, oh, I just love who I want to love thing. I said, eventually there's going to be people who push this pedophile thing and try to get momentum behind it, because that's going to be their argument. Hey, if I'm a 17-year-old girl and I'm in love with an older 20-year-old man, which actually happens a lot more than people talk about, who's to say that I can't love who I want to love? And then vice versa. You know, people are going to start making that argument. They're not going to come with the crazy numbers right away. But even as you see, some people are slowly coming out. And we know there's predators out there. We see this stuff getting exposed everywhere. Child sex trafficking rings have been broken up over and over again within the last couple of weeks. And people have really been talking about it, and it's been trending. So we got to pay attention to this. We got to observe it. It's called MAPS, as you can see in the video. This is not a fluke, all right? I've seen several videos, several Twitter posts about it, and they were even in the UK. I had brought it up. They were discussing this in the universities. They were talking about how can we, you know, understand this? Why are there predators? Why are there people that are attracted to children? Because they believe science is the answer for everything, even though there's spirits and all kinds of stuff. And so they want to understand it. And when they can understand it, you know, they feel they can understand it, then they want to justify it. Oh, now I see why men are attracted to little boys, and you know, women are attracted to touching little boys and things like that. And I mean, it's just a very dangerous ground. And I know, to be fair, a lot of the LGBTQ has said, hey, you know, we don't support that. You know, hey, we distance ourselves from that. It's making us look bad. But at the same time, there's a lot of LGBTQ. They do some questionable things in the gay parade, and you know, you've seen the things with like little girls. There's a particular picture on the internet. These guys are like naked, dressed in leather, and there's a little girl in front of them. Just like, you know, just crazy stuff that's not appropriate for children. And I'm telling you, man, these people are going to just keep trying to test the waters, because people are being bold with the evil nowadays. And so a couple people come out, and a couple more people follow, and then they get bold. And believe it or not, in other countries, you know, they marry off young girls and things like that. Don't be surprised, all right, if they start pushing this in America, because it will be based on the same argument as the LGBTQ. Love is love, all right? Who's to tell me who I can be attracted to or what I can love? You know what I'm saying? And then that argument will come, you know, when other countries, minors are having sex, and they'll try to do what they're doing in California with laws like this that should just drop down the age of consent a little bit. Because, and you even see it in the classrooms and in the curriculum, they're teaching kids to explore their sexuality, you know, encouraging masturbation and different things like that, man. So just, this stuff is not a joke. This stuff is not a joke. Protect your kids, guard your kids, watch what they get involved in, and watch what they're teaching them in the class. You know, some people are frowning on it now, but they used to do the same thing. You know, with the homosexual community and the gays and the lesbians, they didn't really accept the transgenders right away. They didn't want to be associated with that, but eventually they brought them in. Right? So just something to think about, man. Just be praying, be watching, be observing.